Fast forward a couple of years here from that citizenship picture. Here's my mother, 30 plus years ago. And do you see what my mom's about to stop me from doing? Can't hear you.
Finger in the frosty.
Finger in the frost. Actually, I'm about to put my finger in the fire, but I can't. Right? And there's two. What's it?
I would let you do it.
You would have let me do it to teach me a lesson, right? Then I would have never done it again, right? Absolutely. Well, there were two words she always shared with me every time I was about to do something like this. Do you know what those two words were? Who said that? Be careful. That's right. My mom would say, be careful. And fast forward, maybe to a not so good looking picture of me here. On my wedding day, here's my mom. Can you believe she's 72 years old? Oh. That's right. It's her not so good looking son right there beside me. But now the tide has turned a bit, right? When I was a kid, my mother would say to me, be careful. But now as an adult, as somebody who works in financial services, whose mother is 72 and who's a single mom, and I'm her only child, what are the words that I say to my mom now?
Be careful.
Be careful, right? Why am I saying be careful to my mother?
Scams.
Gotta be careful for scams. Gotta be careful for scams. Why else? Who said health? Health, absolutely. She had a heart attack about 5 years ago, and now she's better than ever. But during that time, I made sure to tell her, careful. Who said? Somebody said finances, right? Finances. How about retirement income? Making sure that she's careful.
She's got you for.
That's what she's got me for her retirement income.
You're saying be careful.
That's right. That's right. When I give her that ATM card, I say, be careful, right? No. But you know, at the end of the day, why you know, when I sat down with my mother, right, and we started to talk about why Social Security was important to her before she was making a decision to file. You and I had a discussion before lunch started about when do you make that decision. Let me ask you this. I mean, I asked my mother this question, but let me ask us in this room. Why is Social Security important to you? Why are you here?
Biggest chunk of money people live on.
Ooh, what's the first word you used? Biggest chunk of money people live on. I'm going to get to that. That was very, very, very well said. But it's a very large piece of retirement. In fact, it's a larger piece than many people estimate before they get into retirement. We're going to see that in a second. Why else? What else? What else is important? What's that?
Defined benefit.
Defined benefit, yeah. How many of you remember your first job? Huh?
Who is Social Security? You said it to yourself.
Who is Social Security?
Well, I mean, it's your money. Let's get it back.
Ooh!
It's not their money, it's your money.
I've paid a lot into Social Security. I want to get the most I can out, right? I've paid a lot in, I want to get the most I can out. Somebody tell me your first job. Now, your first job where you got a paycheck.
Dishwasher.
Dishwasher. Now, you remember you'd go into, I had a job as a dishwasher as well. You'd go into the restaurant where you worked every 2 Fridays or every second Friday, and you'd get your paycheck. But the paycheck wasn't just the check, it was attached to something. Stub, right? Try telling a 16-year-old kid today who has a job what a pay stub is. It comes over email, right? They don't know what a stub is. But the very first day that I got my very first check, I remember coming home, looking at that pay stub. You know what I asked my mother? Who's this FICA girl? Is she somebody that I went out with in the 7th grade? And now I don't remember FICA, and why she want all my money? What's the story, right? I paid a lot in. I need to get away out. It's a big part of my retirement. It's the largest source of retirement for many Americans. We're going to talk about that. I need to understand the benefits better. How many of you have ever been confused trying to understand benefits? Forget about just Social Security, but maybe your insurance benefits or benefits you have coming to you. Sometimes it's too much legalese, right? We're going to talk about that. I'm afraid it won't be there. Ed already talked about this, right? Let me ask you a question. How many of you are in this room today? Just a show of hands. Come on, everybody. Yes, everybody, show of hands. We're all in this room today. It's not a trick question. It could be. It could be a trick question. I got news for you. If you're in this room today, all of us, myself included, we're going to contend with Social Security, okay? As Ed described, it's going to look a little bit different. It's going to be, as these years go on, I'm going to talk about what some of those changes could be. But by and large, it's very important for us to see how the system works today, because we can adjust for the changes that are going to be made. But I've been surprised at how many times I travel around the country, and And I speak with people who say, I don't think it's going to be around, so I don't want to worry about it. Exactly, exactly. And the truth of the matter is, it's going to be there in one way, shape, or form. So it behooves us to know the most that we can. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, good.